It's a beautiful day and the perfect day for a quick thrifting stop at Goodwill in Middletown, Connecticut. Let's see what they have. It looks like somebody's donated a huge collection of ruby red glass. There are so many things here. I especially like these glasses, but there's only two of them. There's lots of these. These are $2.99 each. Little steep for me to resell. And here we have a little stack of plates. These are really lovely. These were made in England. $2.99 each. I think this bowl is a real possibility. It's $4.99. It's in excellent shape. I'm gonna put this one in the cart and think about it. This anniversary plate is lovely too, but too specific, I think, for resale. This pottery bowl is gorgeous. I love the details around the rim and the color is really, really nice. It's signed in the back and it's so nice and big and really tempting me, but $9.99 is a little too rich for my blood, so sadly, I'm gonna put this back. That's a cute little teapot. I like the flowers on this, Andrea by Sedek. And this is a sweet little Limoges bowl for $1.99, I think. Yep, $1.99, but I've got plenty of those. These plates are interesting. Made in Japan. These plates are so pretty with the pink roses around the rim. $1.99 for this plate. Curious about who made this. This was made in Austria. It's lovely. This is such a pretty blue and white plate for $1.99. It's got a nice scene on it. There's no back stamp on this one, so I'm gonna put it back. This leaf platter has such a great look and such a nice shine. It's $5.99. I don't think it's particularly old. There's no back stamp on it. It would be a beast to ship, but I think it has a great look. I want to see these bowls a little better. There's only 3. I wish there were 4. 3 bowls are a hard sell. 4 is much better. They've got a great color. These are Mikasa. Too bad there's not a 4th. This little heart plate is so cute. It's glass. Has kind of a nice old country effect, 99 cents. I don't want to sell this as a singleton on my eBay store, but I do think it's very pretty. I really like this casserole. I love the flowers on this. I think it's really pretty. This is Cordon Bleu, B-I-A. Very nice. I've seen this plate before. This is Anne Hathaway's cottage. I love the thatched roof on this. And this was made in England. I don't usually pick up singleton plates, but I think this might look really nice in my booth space. Oh, and this guy I have on my eBay store. Actually, I have 3 plates that are very similar, not exactly the same. Yep, different maker as well. So similar, but not the same. This guy I think I'm gonna grab for my booth space. And let's see if there's anything else I should look at. Oh, I know this Fair Winds plate. I have brown ones on my eBay store. All of my familiar friends are here today. $1.99. I want to get a closer look at this plate, this red and white plate, $1.99. It's got pretty cows on it. Memory Lane Royal Ironstone. It's got such a nice scene on it. These are definitely Blue Ridge plates, and I love them. They're all hand painted. However, I have a stack of Blue Ridge plates on my eBay store right now, so I'm not gonna pick up more until the ones I have sell. Still, it's really nice to see them here. $2.99 each. I like this coffee canister. I don't think it's particularly old, but it does have a nice clean classic look. Pier 1 made this. Well, this is an interesting scarecrow basket, but I like the one above it a lot better. This looks well made. It was made in Vermont, $3.99. I'm thinking about this one. I am all about these pillows. These are so pretty. I love the colors, and the best part is there are 2 of them. So I think these are going in my cart. This chamber stick looks like Delft, but it's not signed, and the glaze has a very greenish tone, so I think I'm gonna leave it here. Well, that was a great stop. I found quite a few things. I can't wait to show you, and as always, you'll see the haul when we get home, so wait for it. So I had some success at Goodwill in Middletown, and I'm looking forward to showing you my different finds. So I think I'll just start with this really pretty casserole. I love the flowers in this. It reminded me a little bit of Port Marion, which it's not. It's missing the green leaves all around the rim that you see with Port Marion. But I loved this pretty design. And this was made, it was decorated in the USA. It's cordon bleu, San Carlos, California. And it's oven proof and dishwasher proof. I just love the flowers. And I think, who can't use a casserole? And if you can find a pretty one, all the better, right? So I was excited to grab that. I also found this very pretty blue and white plate. So this plate was $1.99. It depicts Anne Hathaway's cottage. It's a really pretty scene, and I have seen these plates before. And I try not to generally pick up just a singleton plate to sell on eBay, because by the time we charge for shipping and we go through all of the process, we make almost no money on it. So I tend not to do that, but I thought this would be so pretty in my booth space as a backdrop to another piece in front of it. So I decided to grab that. Who doesn't love a little bit of blue and white? This was made by, it says Shakespeare's Country. This is ironstone. It was made in England. It says Royal Essex. There's a fair little bit of crazing on the back, but the front is in good shape. So that's the back stamp in case you want to see it. And I think that will look lovely in my booth. My booth is at Quality Consignment in Colchester, Connecticut, in case you're new to the channel. I've been trying not to pick up too many baskets for resale because they're sort of slow to sell. I don't get that much money for them in general, and they're also hard to store. So if I find a good one for my own use, I can't bring it home fast enough because I use baskets for storage and decor all over the place. But for resale, I'm trying so hard to be more discerning. But when I saw this basket, I was intrigued. So I guess this is a utensil carrying basket. It reminds me of Longaberger. It's not. It was made in Vermont. And I can't quite see the maker. Let's see if I can actually take off the tag. I paid $3.99 for this basket, so not a great price. It was made by Basketville, Putney, Vermont. That's the back stamp in case you're curious to see it. But I thought with, eating outside kind of weather, people are going to be going to their patios and having picnics and doing all kinds of things. I thought this could be a useful piece. And I like that it's not too super wide. So this will be very easy to store in my booth space. So that's my plan for this piece. Switching gears rather dramatically, I did pick up one top for myself. I've been looking for just kind of spring, summer tops just to sort of freshen things up a little. I tend to do a lot of solid colors, but I really liked this shirt that has a nice yellow pattern on it. I just thought that was really pretty. I love the way this color yellow looks with navy. That's my favorite combination. And I thought this would be nice to tuck in. A little on the long side for tucking in, but I think I can still work that out. And this was $4.99. It was made by Jasmine and Juliana, who I don't know. I don't think it's any particularly fancy brand, but I liked it, so it came home with me. I'll be washing that shortly. Next thing I want to show you is also for me. I'm kind of excited about this piece. It's not very old, but it's this recipe holder, and it's got this nice top where I think you can actually prop recipe cards right onto it. And it has stuff inside it. So it still has like a lot of recipe cards. It's got a little pen. It's got the little index things to separate out, you know, breakfast and lunch and desserts and all those things. And I just thought this was very just kind of simple and classic. I'm going to show you how I've been storing my recipes. Get ready to be horrified. I currently have a lot of recipe boxes. I have this one, I have this one, and I have this one. So I want to consolidate all of these into this nice big recipe holder that I think is going to work so much better rather than having 3 small ones that are all over the house. But to complicate things, I also have this big green Betty Crocker one from this, I think this is from the 70s or 60s. It has a chip, unfortunately. This was from an estate clean out and it has somebody's old recipes in it. And I'm really having trouble getting rid of these because, I don't know, there's something so sentimental and personal about recipes that somebody collects and keeps in a box. So I'm still thinking about those. And we also have this old metal box full of recipes. This is from a different clean out. This person really had quite a few as well. So I don't know. This one's separated into punch, biscuits, cakes, jellies, pickles. I mean, this person was not playing around. So I have to think about where these things should go. I don't really want them, but I can't throw them out either. So I guess I could take them to my booth space and see if anything happens, or I could put them on an online estate sale. But if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them because I can't toss them. Anyway, my job today is to turn 3 boxes of recipe holders into the one so I can have a little more organization in my life. And it's nice because I already have the index cards written out with the categories for things. So I'm gonna get to work here, and when I'm done, I'm gonna be so pleased with the result, I think. Let's see how I do. So satisfying. Everything fit in here. As you can see, it was really fun seeing recipes that my mother and my grandmother had clipped out of magazines, or recipes that they had gotten from friends or neighbors or from cookbooks that they liked. It's so fun to see their original handwriting again. It's been a long time. So this is a nice collection, and it's so good now that I'm consolidated into one container. I also really appreciate that I can wash this container because 2 out of the 3 recipe boxes I was using had paper backings, so they got kind of gross. This even comes with a little pen. So I'm just gonna pop that on the top and I'm good to go. This was a good pickup. I'm very happy with it. Now if I could just figure out what to do with the other two, then I will be so much better off. This is a very similar product to the recipe holder, this little coffee can. This was $3.99. It's a little beat up inside. I think somebody uses for actual coffee grounds, which would make sense. I'm a big Keurig girl because I am so lazy. Sorry, it's true. So I can also put little Keurig pods in here. I think I might keep this. I'm still thinking about it. This was made by Pier 1 originally. Loved Pier 1. So I think this could be a nice little storage piece. We'll see how it works out. If I don't end up using it, I'll sell it. So no harm done. I think this little coffee holder is perfect for just putting a few stray Keurig cups away. I think that's really cute. We mostly store them in here, but sometimes these drawers get full or I end up with a kind of coffee I don't use on a regular basis. And then it's nice to have an extra spot to put them. So this is just gonna go right in the cabinet. Let's see how that fits. Wilson is very unhappy right now because Eric is doing some work around the house and he's using the nail gun, which Wilson particularly dislikes. So he's had some assistance with trying to calm him, but it's not working too well. We're just trying to do our best to make him feel like things are okay. I think that works really well. In case you're wondering what all the fuss is about, Eric is back here working on the closet in the foyer. The plaster has been kind of falling down in chunks, so he's put some beadboard around it just to clean things up. And he built that door, so we have a little bit of cabinet space. There was a cabinet in there already. And this has been here since around 1920, 1930, so this is very old wood, and it's going to be replaced basically the same way that it was before. But it's a yucky job, as you can see. Ew, I don't even want to know what's in that dust and dirt that Eric just pulled down. So this will be a place to store dining room table leaves. We'll store some coats in here. We'll keep our vacuum cleaner in here. Our computer router is here. All the bits and pieces that need a place to go, they're going to go back here. I can't wait for this project to be over. I am so sick of the foyer looking like this. This is also really awesome. I was going to bring this to my booth space. It's this nice big wooden rolling pin, and this guy has a great patina to it. I like the wooden handles. It's really, really classic. I paid $3.99 for this. Look, you can see how big it is when I hold it up to myself. I love when people collect rolling pins and put them like in old Crocs, or even when they display them on their wall with like hangers or hang them from hooks. There's so many cool ways to display this kind of thing. And even though I don't have a display of rolling pins myself, if I did collect them, I would love to have this one because it's just got a nice old chunky feel to it. So I'm hoping somebody is excited to find this one. Okay, the next thing I picked up, I went back and forth on, so I'm gonna show it to you. It's this beautiful, well, I think it's beautiful, decorative Fitz and Floyd plate. There is so much going on here, so I want to really be able to show you all of the details. And I checked and double checked because it seemed like there would be so many spots for this to be chipped. I found no chips, no cracks, no issues. So you're probably thinking, what's the problem, right? Well, the problem is that it was $9.99. Oh, it's so expensive. So for $9.99, it was probably not the smartest thing I ever did. At some point, it was selling at a tag sale for $18. So I guess the tag sale didn't get that, and it ended up at Goodwill as a result. But the thing was, there wasn't just one, there was two. And this one's also in really nice condition with no flaws that I could tell. And I looked and looked and looked because we know how bad I am about that. But I don't know, I thought these were lovely. There wasn't a lot of room for one for $9.99, but I thought for two, I could price them a little bit higher on eBay and hopefully make, not gonna make a big profit here. I don't even think I'll double my money. So yes, I shouldn't have bought them, but they were so pretty. So this goes under the too pretty to leave behind category, which I should make into a bumper sticker probably. And it's not a good business strategy, but if you love old things and vintage things and interesting things, you know, sometimes logic doesn't rule the day. It didn't today, but that's okay because I do think they're very beautiful. Lately, I've been finding a lot of big bowls, and I am not into shipping big bowls because it's too expensive and they're too heavy and there's too much room for damage. It can be done, but a big bowl is definitely something I'm gonna walk away from for eBay, just my own personal preference. But with a booth space, that gives me a little bit more wiggle room for how I might sell these. And I loved this big ruby red bowl. I think this is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is really beautiful. $4.99 for this. Nothing special on the back, in case you're wondering, but I just thought this was so awesome. So I bought this. Now there was a ton of ruby red available at the store that day. Somebody had clearly gotten rid of their collection, or maybe it was part of an estate that had been dissolved. There was a lot of it, but really it was all too much money for resale. So as much as it tempted me, I left it behind, but I thought I could make this bowl work. I don't think I've said yet for this video that if anybody sees anything that they are interested in and you can't drive to the store, or you don't want to, or you're afraid somebody else will beat you to the product you have your eye on, just email me. I am usually really happy to sell things directly, especially if I don't have to ship them. But sometimes I will even do it if I'm shipping. So just feel free to reach out via email. It's always included in my video descriptions. All right, I think the last thing I'm going to show you is maybe my favorite thing, and I'm very tempted to keep it, but I'm not going to. And it is, oh my gosh, this adorable cat that reminds me of Iris. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. There's nothing special on the bottom, but isn't she so pretty? I love the flowers on this piece. Oh my gosh, if I had a good spot for this, I would keep it. Look at the face. Oh, this is adorable. Here's the back. So the flowers wrap right around the back. And although I love this, I am gonna sell it. It might hurt me, it might injure me, it might make me sad, but I am gonna sell this piece. So my plan was to bring this to my booth space. If I don't have a manufacturer mark on the bottom of something, it's a hard sell on eBay. So that's probably how I'll sell this beautiful porcelain cat. Now that you've seen my porcelain cat, I think we need to see the real Iris. Here she is. She's hanging out on the stairs to the 3rd floor. She likes this spot so she can look down on all of the peons who live to serve her. So here she is. I know she looks a little rumpled and grumpy. That's how she looks when she's sleepy. She's actually in a great little mood. Meanwhile, Indy's in the library, sprawled out in a yoga pose on his favorite chair. He loves this chair, and I think he's looking very lion-like today. What do you think? And then in the study, we have Miss Licorice. Her tail has been wagging up a storm, and she's happily by my side, exactly where she belongs. I would show you Wilson, but he's back down the stairs, and I don't feel like going down the stairs right now, so I'll try to get him later. So I've noticed a theme, and that is whenever I say I have one last thing to show you, inevitably there's some other thing that I've forgotten about that I then have to tap onto it, and I go, that wasn't the last thing, that was the second to last thing. I need to stop saying that because I do have something else to show you. And it is this beautiful throw pillow. And the best part is there isn't one, there are two. So I thought these were really fabulous. I remember seeing these around, I feel like in the 1990s, early 2000s. I do not know who makes this, but I think this is gorgeous. I love the black background on it. It has such a nice homemade look. This is definitely manufactured and not homemade, but I thought this could be a beautiful addition to somebody's home decor. And so I picked these up and they had a price tag. The price tag is gone, but there was enough wiggle room on it that I could make a little profit. So I'm excited to bring those to my store. I've left my spring decor really late in the season. I can't believe Easter's gonna be here so soon, and we are entertaining. So I need to figure out my menu, and I also need to get the house ready. I still have signs of winter that need to come down, and I have some pretty spring things that I've been missing. So let's get some of that work done and really make this place feel like spring is in the air, because it is. First things first, I think this snowy winter scene needs to come down. We are done with snow for quite a while. And over here on top of the corner cabinet, I have some evergreens and pine cones. Those need to go too. I'm gonna pull these out and store them until next winter, and I don't think I'm gonna put anything back here. I think it's fine, just plain for the spring. I don't think I need the added color for right now. I'm going to say goodbye to this beautiful winter plate. I really love this plate so much. I'm going to carefully store it until next winter. This is called Winter Holiday. It's so pretty. I'm going to take the pheasants down. Those will go back up in the fall. And now I'm just doing some cleaning. It's a great time to dust and get everything back to the basics so I can put the new decor up and I don't have a dusty mess on my hands. This beautiful faux flower arrangement in the antique champagne bucket, it's a vintage champagne bucket, are going up in the attic and they'll come back out in the fall. I can't wait to see how this Lenox plate looks. I thrifted this when I was in Pennsylvania this past December. I think it's really pretty. I've been dying to use it, so we're gonna give it pride of place on top of the Limoges cabinet. It's so nice to see my tulip vase back, my 5-fingered vase. I miss this guy. It's time to bring this collection out of the cabinet. I'm going to give everything a good wash, and then I'm going to start putting it back on top of the Limoges cabinet. I think it's going to look very nice, very spring. I think we're ready for spring. This is much better. We have some lighter floral porcelain pieces. We have some nice color with the faux tulips. We've got some bunny rabbits representing. Definitely a nice spring refresh. I put this little Easter basket here on the tray in the dining room. I thrifted this a while back. I can't even remember where I got this from. It was made in Italy and I really like the look of it. And I put this little bunny here next to it. So I think that has a nice cheerful look and I like it. And so does Iris. I haven't done much in the kitchen. I have these bunny figurines. 2 of them were thrifted recently. And I also added this little bunny picture that I picked up from the Berlin Historical Society tag sale last spring. So just a few nods to spring here on the kitchen fireplace mantle. I think it's just enough. Inside my Port Marion china cabinet, I added this bunny in the shape of an egg. I think it looks kind of funny looking out at us. And last week I had put this pretty Limoges egg in here. I love this. It was from my friend Kathy. I'm gonna wanna do more than this in the coming days, but I think this is a good start. I'm gonna pace myself. There's always lots to do. No need to rush it. The whole point is to enjoy. So spring is representing and I'm here for it. What do you think? Eric and I are off on an exciting adventure, and it's not thrifting. We're gonna take care of something we've been talking about on and off for the last 2 years. Hopefully, today is the day we get it done. Any idea what I'm talking about? You won't have to wait long. Okay, cat's out of the bag. We're at a car dealership. Let's see if we can find something. Fingers crossed. There's Eric. Checking out the goods. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. I really hope we find something. Okay, I am really liking this one. This is a Subaru Crosstrek, and I'm liking everything about it, except the price tag, but I can come around to that. I'm just cheap, what can I tell you? Here is the inside. Let me just back up so you can see this a little better. So here's the console. It has that great new car smell. I like the gray. I like that it's this sort of leathery seat and not more like upholstery, because I am a notorious spiller of coffee. This is a 2024. I don't know, friends. This might be it. I like the stitching. Yeah, I saw this car first and really liked it, and then I looked at a lot of other ones and I kept coming back to this one, so we'll see. How do I look at it? Does it look like me? No worries, I won't be doing car hauls. Those don't really work for me, or if I do, they'll be the exception to the rule. So this isn't for the purposes of car hauls. This is because my Toyota RAV, while I love it and it served me well, it has so many miles on it. I did a lot of commuting back in the day. I used to commute 2 hours a day to work, and I just put on so many miles, and it's at the point where it's gonna need brakes and all kinds of things to maintain it. And with the amount of mileage on it, I think I'm just better off getting something new. So we'll see if this is it. We're gonna meet with the dealer very soon. She is the wife of Eric's friend, so hopefully she can work some magic for us. I really love this one. I'm so excited. Now for the bad part, we have to talk money. Dun, 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 dun. I'm out here saying goodbye to my RAV4, and I'm full of nostalgia. I can't believe how sentimental I'm feeling. I taught my son how to drive in this car. Do any of you feel kind of weirdly sentimental when you trade in your vehicle? If you do, let me know in the comments, because I'm definitely a little emotional. Okay, we're all set to go, and this is Nicole. She was so awesome. Hi, so Nicole, where are we?
We're at Mitchell Subaru at 91 Albany Turnpike in Canton, Connecticut.
Awesome. And when are you here if somebody wants to reach out to you directly?
I am here Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 6, and Saturdays, 8:30 to 5.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You were awesome to work with.
Thanks.
Bye. It's so much fun to drive home in a new car, and it's especially fun to know that now finally we've done it, we've bought it, it's over, and I don't have to think about it anymore. Here's the car in my driveway. I'm gonna have to get used to seeing a new car in the driveway, but I'm sure I can learn how to adapt. Oh, by the way, I ended up going with a 2025 instead of a 2024. It was actually a little bit less expensive because it didn't have a sunroof, and I never ever used the sunroof on my old car, so it seems silly to pay the extra money for that particular feature. This car and I have a lot of thrifting to do together, and I can't wait to get started. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this thrifting video. I hope you liked seeing all of my various finds. If you like this video, please do me a favor and hit like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave me a comment telling me what you liked the best because I love hearing from you. Have a great day and see you next time. Bye for now.